Hi everyone, this is Piotr Kieszkowski from the aquarium television Definite Aquascape TV, and this is Cyril Jeffrey from JBL, our host. Hello. This is the last part of presentation of JBL's products displayed at InterZoo 2014 fair. This time it's about new JBL fish food called PlanktonPur. Cyril will tell us why there are so many polar bears at JBL's stand this year.
You might be wondering why JBL has got some polar bears on the stand, and it's quite simple. One reason is we get a lot of attention thanks to it, but the main reason is Arctic and Arctic water contain a lot of krill and a lot of phytoplankton and a lot of zooplankton. So I'm going to introduce you the 2014 winning product, voted by the industry here in Germany and by the consumers online. So we're quite proud of this. It seems that a lot of samples have been taken already, but here it is. You've got literally two sizes. Or should I rephrase that? It would be four sizes, because you've got a small size, both available in 2 grams and 5 grams. On every single one of these packets, you will have 8. Best way to show you, sachets.
Okay.
And although they don't look really big, and although we actually say that this is for 200 to 250 liters sort of tank, my experience tells me that it will go to much bigger tanks. I have a 600 liter tank at home, and it really be a decent feed for most of my fish. In this case, I'm talking about a freshwater tank, which might surprise you, but plankton is absolutely great for most freshwater species. In fact, even shrimp. I've got my cameras literally trying to get it off the sachet when I first open it.
Okay.
The suggestion that I will make is that once you've opened the sachet, use scissors, because it is quite a smelly thing, plankton, but fish like it. You might not on your fingers, but it's personal experience as well. But the diffusion, I suggest you put it into water and you keep pressing. It seems to be no ending. It is lots of food. 2 grams is a lot of food. So if you're using the 5 grams, it's got to be a very big tank. But the reason why we've got S sizes and M sizes, the S is really with less copepod inside. So the plankton that actually has been used in there is a small size, and it's aimed at actually a lot of corals, as I found out, very successful, and huge amount of smaller fish. So by that I will try to define it: 2 inches if you're talking inches, or 5 centimeters or less. If you've got bigger size type of species, then you want to go for the M.
Aha, so this is the size of the food particle and not the size of the bag of the sachet.
Correct.
Oh,
correct.
okay.
The M size has got a lot more copepods inside, so therefore much more
smaller particles.
Bigger in this case.
Particles.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. All right.
So we, by harvesting the oceans, and this is a question that's been asked a few times now. Are you going to deplenish the plankton production, and therefore are baleen whales, going to be starving? No. The amount produced is absolutely huge, so the effect on that is not felt. Yes. Even in a day, we couldn't collect what we would need ourselves for within a year. So it's not going to be depriving them. That's really important to say, because we care about the environment. But the great thing is, most fish, as I said, will go for it. Pretty much 98% of what I tried has gone crazy. The price itself would appear to be expensive. However, because it feeds so much, because you can keep it for 3 years as long as it's not open, because you can actually once it's open, keep it for let's call it 48 hours in a fridge. I understand it's not live, it's fresh, but I did a comparison into a marine specialist shop, and the amount that you get is about 6 times greater than the average 100 ml live phytoplankton. That's really important. But moreover, the price comparison for that particular comparison is about 6 times cheaper. So really, if you're buying a 100 ml typical $6.99 in the UK, that seems to be the normal price. This goes about 6 times further, plus it's 6 times more inside. So in other words, it's actually not expensive, but on average I would tend to say it's almost on the pound per sachet, and they are 8 inside, so that gives you the price. That's for the 2 grams, but the 5 grams is a bit more, it's £13.79 I think. So it's a bit more than a pound, it's more closer to the £1.20 to £1.25 area. But we, as you can see, we're pretty proud, so we draw the attention to that, because it's nice to be recognized sometimes by the industry and the consumer. There's not a huge amount more that I can tell you about this particular product, because there is a macro website which is on the JBL website, and the important thing that I have to say is, if you're Anglophone, you just have to click on the Union Jack, and it will convert it to English, and it's all in English, and I think you get a lot of information. Some of it will be what I told you, but there's more details about the types of species within.
Okay guys, so this was Cyril from JBL company, and a short presentation about new line of products, new food called PlanktonPur. Thank you for your attention. This was Piotr Kieszkowski from the Aquarium Television Definite Aquascape TV.
Thank you.
Okay.